All right, guys, what's going on? It's Jack, and welcome back to another video. And no, the title is not misleading or clickbait. I stumbled upon this article and I found it very fascinating, and I'm going to share it with you. Now, obviously, when I first read this article, the first thing that came to my mind was, well, fuck, I'm completely 100% safe. I mean, it's been like 8 years since I've done the deed, and yeah, I mean, unless you count yourself, then in that case, my sex life is great if you just want to count that. But yeah, 8 years. Believe it or not, guys, you can adapt to anything. There's a lot of holes on my walls, to say the least. But anyway, let's get on to the commentary, shall we? And by the way, those walls were very small. But the holes on the walls are very small, by the way. But anyway, just an FYI for those of you guys that were curious, because some of you guys are really, everybody is different strokes for different folks. Everybody's a little bit different when it comes to this phenomenon of being human beings as well as internet. But anyway, let's get on to this fascinating article. So here goes. Having sex with 10 or more people ups the cancer risk. I was like, damn. All right, so having sex with 10 or more partners over a lifetime linked to a heightened risk of being diagnosed with cancer, according to a study. So that's pretty damn interesting. So having sex with 10 or more partners over a lifetime linked to a heightened risk of being diagnosed with cancer, according to a study. The research published in the Journal of BMJ Sexual and Reproductive Health found that among women, a higher number of sexual partners is also linked to heightened odds of reporting a limited long-term health condition. Limiting long-term health condition. Now, for the findings of the research team at Anglia Ruskin University in the UK, drew on information gathered for the English Longitudinal Study of Aging, ELSA, a nationally representative tracking study of adults 50 plus living in England. In 2012-2013, participants were asked how many sexual partners they've had, completing data which provided by 5,722 of the 7,079 people who responded to this question. 2,537 men and 3,185 were women. Responses were categorized as 0 to 1, 2 to 4, 5 to 9, and 10 or more sexual partners. The average age of participants was 64, and almost 3 out of 4 were married. Some 28.5% of men said that they had 0 to 1 sexual partners to date. Damn, that's wow. I've even done better than that. Holy shit, that's wow. Damn, I guess I don't feel so bad after all. Okay, 29% said that they had 2 to 4, which is 1 in 5. 20% reported having 5 to 9, and while 22% reported of 10 or more. The equivalent figures for women, on the other hand, were under 41%, 35.5%, just under 16%, and just under 8%. So in both sexes, a higher number of sexual partners was associated with younger age, single status, and being the highest or lowest brackets of household wealth. So those who reported a higher tally of sexual partners were also likely to smoke, drink frequently, and do more vigorous physical activity on a weekly basis. Well, no fucking shit. If you're fucking, if you're having sex, doesn't that count as more vigorous activity? I mean, seriously. I mean, for those of you guys that have that significant other, or for those of you guys that are a hell of a lot better looking, more of a lot luckier than I am, and more blessed in the pants, so to speak, unlike myself. What do you guys think? Are you guys averaging around those numbers? Like how many times a week would you say you do the deed? I'm guessing anywhere from 3 to 5. 3 being on average and 5 being a relatively healthy sexual life. But anyway, let me know down in the comment section. But let's see. When all data was analyzed, a statistically significant association emerged between the number of lifetime sexual partners and risk of a cancer diagnosis among both sexes. Compared with women who reported 0 to 1 sexual partners, those who said that they had had 10 or more were 91% more likely to have been diagnosed with cancer. Among men, those who reported 2 to 4 lifetime sexual partners were 57% more likely to have been diagnosed with cancer than those who reported 0 to 1. And those who reported 10 or more were 69% more likely to be diagnosed with the disease. While the number of sexual partners was not associated with reported long-standing conditions among men, it was, however, among the women. Women who reported 5 to 9 or over 10 lifetime sexual partners were 64% more likely to have a limiting chronic condition than those who said they'd had 0 to 1. This is an observational study and such can't be established cause. Nevertheless, the findings chime in with those previous studies implicating sexually transmitted infections in the development of several types of cancers and hepatitis, the research suggested. So, with that being said, with this interesting article being said, and with this study, now there are studies done every single day. Some of them I'm sure are ridiculous, but I even did additional studies. Actually, I did a little bit of additional research of my own, and guess what? There are a decent amount of, well, I don't know exactly what the number is, but I did some research on some actresses, so to speak, that I've been a fan of for years. Some more of a fan than others, some kind of pretty much, got bored of, like I said, different strokes for different folks, literally, so to speak. But yeah, there were definitely a good amount of the female variety of porn stars that basically, or should I say adult film actresses, or should I say actresses that are not worthy of the Oscar performance, so to speak, that have actually had a combination of, depending on the person, cervical cancer, as well as, breast cancer as well. By the way, guys and gals, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so make sure you guys support the ladies or whatnot and do something for the cause. Wear pink shirts or a pink bracelet or whatever it is. Support the cure or research for the cure of breast cancer or any types of cancer. And hopefully this kind of cancer that supposedly if you've had 10 or more sexual partners in your lifetime, hopefully for those of you guys that are in college out there in universities, don't get scared by this, but hopefully they find a cure, and therefore we could be a cancer-free society, no matter where it comes from, whether it's by smoking cigarettes or smoking the cock. But anyway, guys, that's all I got for this one. Let me know down in the comment section. I want to know, how many times a week do you say you had per average, and have you beaten my record? Probably not. But anyway, in terms of abstinence, I meant not in doing it. But anyway, that's all I got for this one, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. This is Jack, signing off.